Some people speak, and the whole room listens. Others talk, yet no one remembers their words. What separates the two? Why do certain voices leave an impact that lingers, while others vanish into silence? The difference is not luck. It is not status. It is not wealth. It is not wealth. The difference lies in the power of words. Words are not just sounds. They are keys. Keys that unlock emotions, build trust, and shape how people see you. Every conversation you have is an opportunity to either inspire, to connect, to leave a mark, or to be forgotten as just another passing voice. Think back to the moments in your own life when someone spoke a sentence that changed the way you felt about yourself. Maybe it was encouragement when you were tired. Maybe it was a kind word when you felt invisible. The exact phrase might have been simple, but the effect was unforgettable. That is the power of language. It can carve itself into memory and echo inside a person's heart long after it was spoken. Now imagine this. What if there were only 4 words that could shift how anyone sees you? 4 words that carry such weight, they could make you stand out, draw people closer, and ignite trust instantly. Think about the difference that would make in your relationships, in your career, in your influence. Imagine walking into a room and knowing you hold the secret to being remembered, not for what you look like, not for what you own, but for how you make others feel. Attraction is not built on perfection. It is built on emotion. Human beings are drawn to those who awaken something inside them: confidence, hope, strength, or simply the feeling of being valued. When you use the right words at the right time, you tap into that emotional core. And once you touch that core, people cannot ignore you. They are pulled toward you, not because you forced it, but because you made them feel alive. Here is the mistake most people make. They try too hard, they overcomplicate. They think attraction comes from showing off, from impressing others, from pretending to be someone they are not. But the truth is, people sense when your energy is fake. They sense when your words carry no weight. And that is why so many fail to connect, because they are speaking to the mind, not to the heart. The secret of these 4 words is that they bypass the surface. They reach deeper. They touch the one desire every human being carries, the desire to feel seen, to feel understood, to feel valued. That is the core of human psychology. No matter who you meet, no matter their background, no matter their strength, inside every person lives the silent hunger to feel that they matter. Think of it this way. When someone told you, you can do this, or I believe in you, didn't something shift inside you? Didn't it spark energy you didn't know you had? Those moments stay with us because they are rare. People are quick to criticize, but slow to uplift. That is why words of belief and validation are magnetic. They give what the world so often withholds. So let me ask you this. What if you had the ability to give that feeling to others every time you spoke? What if your words didn't just pass through their ears, but stayed inside their hearts? That stayed inside their hearts. What if every conversation became a chance to build connections so strong that people never forget you? That is not just possible. It is real, and it begins with 4 simple words. And here's my promise. If you stay until the very end of this video, you will not only discover those 4 words, but also the exact way to use them so they create real lasting impact. Not manipulation, not tricks, genuine connection. By the end, you will carry with you a tool that can transform the way people see you, the way they trust you, and the way they are drawn to you. That is your reward for staying. This is not about learning a phrase. This is about rewiring how you use language. It's about shifting from trying to be impressive to becoming unforgettable. Think about it. Great leaders, great teachers, great friends, and even great strangers all share one thing in common. Their words carry energy that moves people. They don't just talk, they awaken something inside others. That is the force hidden inside language. And when you learn to master it, you no longer struggle to attract attention. It comes to you naturally Because people are drawn to the energy your words create. Many people fail to connect because they approach conversations with the wrong mindset. They focus on being interesting rather than being interested. They talk to impress, but not to understand. They want to be heard, but rarely take the time to truly hear. This creates distance, not closeness. The human heart responds to sincerity. And when words are spoken only to show off, they carry no weight. People can sense it. We are wired to detect authenticity, and when it is missing, the connection feels empty. That is why so many conversations fade quickly. They are filled with words, but they are missing truth. Another reason people fail to connect is because they underestimate how deeply others crave recognition. Most conversations revolve around shallow topics, work, weather, routines. Rarely do people speak to the inner world of the person in front of them. Yet beneath every surface lies a story, a struggle, a desire to be acknowledged. When that part is ignored, the connection remains weak. Fear also plays a role. Many hold back because they fear judgment. They hide their real thoughts, their real emotions, behind safe and predictable words. But safe words do not move people. They do not inspire or create trust. True connection requires courage, the courage to speak with honesty, to offer kindness, and to give value without expecting anything in return. This is why so many voices go unheard. They are speaking, but they are not reaching. Their words touch the ear, but never reach the heart. And until words touch the heart, attraction never happens. Real connection, the kind that makes people feel drawn to you, begins when you stop trying to perform and start trying to understand. When your words carry sincerity, they gain power. And when they gain power, people cannot help but be pulled closer. At the core of every human being is a silent desire, the need to be understood. It does not matter how strong, confident, or independent someone appears on the outside. Deep within, every person longs for the comfort of knowing that someone sees them for who they truly are. This is not weakness, it is human nature. We are all carrying thoughts that no one hears and emotions that no one notices. Even when another person makes the effort to acknowledge that inner world, it creates an instant bond. It feels rare, almost sacred, because so few take the time to go beyond the surface. This is why the people who make us feel understood are the ones we never forget. Psychology shows us that validation is one of the most powerful emotional needs. When someone feels seen, their defenses lower. They open up. They begin to trust. And trust is the foundation of all attraction, whether in relationships, friendships, or leadership. The moment someone senses that you truly care to understand them, they feel drawn to you, not because of what you said, but because of what you made them feel. Most people are busy waiting for their turn to speak. But the rare few who listen, who respond with words that reflect true understanding, stand out. Their words don't just fill silence, they heal loneliness. They remind others that they are not invisible, that they matter, that their story holds value. And when you become that voice for someone, you become unforgettable. This is why the desire to be understood is the doorway to deeper connection. When your words show that you see beyond appearances, beyond mistakes, beyond titles, you touch the very core of a person's humanity. And once you reach that level, you no longer need to chase attention. Attention chases you because people are naturally drawn to those who give them what the world rarely offers: understanding. Influence is not about control. It is not about forcing people to listen or demanding respect. True influence is the art of making people feel important in your presence. When someone feels valued because of you, they naturally lean toward you. They trust you. They follow you. That is the invisible psychology behind attraction. Every human mind is constantly asking an unspoken question. Do I matter? When your words answer that question with a yes, you unlock a powerful bond. People do not remember the details of conversations, but they remember who made them feel significant. That memory becomes the root of influence. and it grows stronger with every genuine interaction. Yeta. The mistake many make is believing influence comes from dominance or superiority. But superiority creates distance, not closeness. Influence is born from humility, from empathy, from the ability to recognize another person's worth. When your words remind someone of their value, you gain their attention effortlessly. You do not need to chase approval, they give it freely. Psychology shows us that the desire for importance is universal. Whether it is a child wanting approval from a parent, an employee seeking recognition from a leader, or a friend longing for acknowledgement, the need remains the same. It is the fuel behind many human actions, and those who know how to feed this need hold the key to influence. When you speak with intention, when your words uplift instead of diminish, you become the kind of person people are drawn to. You create an energy that cannot be ignored. Influence is not about what you take from others, it is about what you give through your words. And when people feel stronger, braver, and more alive because of you, they will always be attracted to your presence. Influence grows when you master the simple art of words. Yet among all the sentences you could ever speak, there are 4 words that carry a power greater than most people realize. 4 words that go straight to the core of human psychology, cutting through doubt and insecurity, and leaving a person feeling stronger than before. Before hearing them, think about what truly attracts you to another person. Is it their charm, their looks, their success? Or is it the way they make you feel when you are around them? Real attraction begins when someone gives you a feeling that no one else gives you, and these words are designed to do exactly that. They are not complicated, they are not poetic. In fact, they are so simple that most overlook them. But simplicity is what makes them powerful. Because in a world filled with empty promises and shallow conversations, simple and sincere words strike the deepest. When spoken with honesty, these words do not just connect you with another person, they awaken something within them. Now, they remind them of their potential, their value, and their strength. And when you can remind someone of who they are, you instantly become unforgettable. So pause for a moment and imagine standing face to face with someone, watching their eyes change as they hear these 4 words, Totasuku. Imagine their doubt slowly fading, their confidence rising, their spirit lifting, all because of something you said. That is the level of impact hidden within this phrase. These 4 words are not magic, yet they work like magic. They do not manipulate, but they transform. And the reason they hold such power is because they give people what they silently crave. Believe that they matter, believe that they can, believe that they are more than their struggles. Now, let us bring those words to light. The 4 words are simple, yet powerful. I believe in you, you. At first glance, they may seem ordinary, but when spoken with truth, they carry the ability to shift the entire state of a person's mind and heart. These words are not just a statement, they are a transfer of strength. They are a reminder that someone sees value where the world may only see doubt. When you tell someone, I believe in you, you are doing more than speaking. You are igniting something hidden within them, not in them. You are placing faith where fear may have lived. You are giving hope where discouragement once stood. And most importantly, you are offering them the rare gift of confidence borrowed from your voice until they find their own. Think about the times in your life when someone expressed belief in you. Maybe you felt uncertain, ready to give up, questioning your own ability. Then, in that moment, one person spoke those words, and suddenly the weight you carried felt lighter. Suddenly, the path in front of you looked possible again. Those words planted courage where weakness had grown. That is the true power of belief. It multiplies when shared. Every human being longs to hear these words. No matter how confident they seem, there are battles inside them that no one else can see. Doubts, fears, insecurities, all waiting for a spark strong enough to silence them. And when you speak, I believe in you, you become that spark. You transform ordinary conversation into a lifeline, a reminder that they are capable of more than they realize. This is why people are drawn to those who give them belief, because belief is rare. Criticism is common, judgment is everywhere, but belief is precious. And when you offer it, you do not just attract attention, you earn trust, loyalty, and respect. You become the person whose words stay in their heart long after the moment has passed. The reason I believe in you carries such power is because it speaks directly to one of the deepest human needs, the need for validation. Every person is silently searching for a sign that they are capable, that they are worthy, that they are worthy, that they are not alone in their journey. These words answer that search. They meet people at the very place where their doubts live, and they replace those doubts with strength. Psychology teaches us that belief is contagious. When someone believes in us, we begin to see ourselves through their eyes. Their confidence becomes a mirror, reflecting back a stronger version of who we are. And in that reflection, we often find courage we could not find on our own. This is why the words matter. They do not just sound encouraging, they awaken potential. Most of the voices around us highlight flaws. They remind us of mistakes. They point out limits. They magnify weakness. Rarely do we hear words that focus on our possibilities. Rarely do we encounter someone who chooses to see our strengths. And when such a person appears, when they speak belief into us, they stand out in our memory. We are drawn to them because they give us something the world often withholds: faith. When you tell someone, I believe in you, you are not only lifting them, you are also building a bridge between you and them. That bridge is made of trust. And trust is the foundation of influence, connection, and attraction. People are naturally pulled toward those who remind them of their worth because in their presence, they feel stronger than when they are alone. This is why these 4 words work. They are not about flattery. Buddhists were in they taught flattery. They are not empty praise. They are a declaration of faith, a reminder of strength, and an invitation to rise above doubt. And once spoken sincerely, they have the power to live inside someone's heart forever. What makes these 4 words truly transformative is not just the phrase itself, but the sincerity behind it. Words without authenticity are quickly forgotten, but words spoken from genuine belief carry a weight that lingers in the heart. When you tell someone, I believe in you, and you mean it, your tone, your energy, and your presence amplify the message far beyond the words themselves. People can feel when encouragement is real, and that is what makes the impact unforgettable. Consider how many times in life individuals hear empty compliments. They might be praised for appearances, achievements, or skills, yet deep down they recognize when it is shallow. But when someone looks at them, truly sees their effort, and says, I believe in you, the message cuts through the noise. It reaches a level of authenticity that cannot be faked. This is where the true power lies, not in the words alone, but in the alignment of belief and intention. Another dimension of sincerity is consistency. If these words are spoken once but actions contradict them, the meaning fades quickly. However, when repeated through both words and actions, they become a source of stability. Imagine someone cheering for you not just in moments of success, but also in times of struggle. That consistency transforms belief into a foundation, one that others can stand on when their own confidence begins to shake. This is also why these words attract people so strongly. Human beings are naturally drawn to those who provide steady support in a world filled with uncertainty. A sincere belief expressed with conviction becomes rare, precious, and magnetic. It creates not just a moment of encouragement, but a lasting sense of connection. Ultimately, sincerity gives life to these 4 words. Without it, they are merely a phrase. With it, they become a force that shapes relationships, strengthens bonds, and inspires people to rise to their potential. And it is this combination of authenticity and belief that makes them unforgettable. At the core of these 4 words lies a deep psychological truth. People long to be believed in. From childhood to adulthood, one of the strongest human needs is the desire for recognition and validation. When someone tells you, "I believe in you," it taps into this universal need. It quiets the doubts that live in the mind and strengthens the inner voice that often goes unheard. Psychologists have found that belief has a powerful effect on behavior. When someone feels trusted and supported, they begin to act in alignment with that belief. Confidence rises, motivation grows, and the willingness to take risks expands. This is why these 4 words are more than encouragement. They act as a mirror, reflecting back the strength that a person already holds but may not yet see. Another reason these words are so impactful is because they build trust instantly. Trust is not built on complexity, it is built on simple, honest connections. Saying, "I believe in you" signals safety, loyalty, and faith. It tells the other person, "You are not alone. I stand with you." And this kind of trust is magnetic. People are drawn to those who give them courage rather than fear, support rather than judgment. It also creates a bond that goes beyond surface-level interactions. While many conversations are filled with small talk and fleeting comments, this phrase strikes at the heart. It makes people feel seen, valued, and respected. That emotional connection is what turns acquaintances into allies, colleagues into friends, and strangers into trusted companions. The psychology is simple yet profound. Belief changes how people see themselves, and it changes how they see you. When you share genuine faith in someone, you elevate both of you. You become the voice that silences their doubt, and in return, they are naturally drawn closer to you. This is the invisible power that makes these 4 words unforgettable. The true measure of these 4 words is not only in the moment they are spoken, but in the ripple effect they create. When someone hears, "I believe in you," it does more than lift their spirit. It plants a seed of possibility. That seed, once nurtured, grows into courage, determination, and resilience. It is often the spark that pushes people to take steps they once thought were impossible. What makes this influence so lasting is how it changes memory. Long after the conversation ends, those words remain in the mind. In moments of weakness, they echo. In times of fear, they remind a person of their strength. Many people carry wounds of doubt, but a sincere voice telling them, "I believe in you," becomes a healing force that can rewrite the way they see themselves. This is also why influence built on belief is so much stronger than influence built on fear or control. Fear fades and control breeds resistance, but belief empowers. It allows someone to rise on their own strength, knowing that they have support behind them. That kind of empowerment creates loyalty and respect that cannot be forced. The beauty of this influence is that it multiplies. A person who feels believed in often becomes the one who passes belief forward. They share the same encouragement with others, creating a chain reaction of hope and motivation. What began as 4 simple words can spread from one person to another, building communities of trust and strength. Lasting influence does not come from shouting the loudest or demanding attention. It comes from leaving behind a voice that continues to inspire even when you are not present, and nothing achieves that more powerfully than telling someone with honesty and conviction, "I believe in you." This is how 4 words transform into a legacy of impact. When people feel that you believe in them, something powerful happens inside. Their self-doubt begins to fade, and a sense of strength takes its place. It is almost as if your words act like fuel, giving them energy to face the challenges they were once afraid of. This is why these 4 words create such a magnetic pull, because everyone is searching for strength, and belief provides it in its purest form. This magnetic pull is not about manipulation or forcing connection. It is about alignment with human nature. Deep down, every person carries insecurities, no matter how confident they may appear. When someone cuts through those insecurities with genuine belief, it creates a bond that feels rare and valuable. People are drawn to those who make them feel safe, understood, and capable. Satyan, capable. Belief also carries an unspoken message. You matter. And when someone feels they matter, they naturally gravitate toward the source of that validation. This is why leaders who uplift others become admired, why friends who encourage become cherished, and why mentors who inspire become unforgettable. Unforgettable. The attraction is not to the person alone. It is to the feeling they awaken inside. What makes this so enduring is that it does not fade quickly. A compliment may last for a moment, but belief lingers. It becomes part of a person's identity. They begin to see themselves differently, act differently, and dream differently. And all of it connects back to those 4 words that carry the power to unlock hidden strength. This is the magnetism of belief. It cannot be faked and it cannot be forced. But when spoken with sincerity, it draws people closer without effort. It creates a pull that is deeper than appearance, status, or material success. It is the kind of attraction built on trust, respect, and empowerment, the kind that lasts. The real transformation begins when you do not just hear these 4 words, but choose to live by them. Saying, "I believe in you" to others is powerful, but saying it to yourself is life-changing. Too often, people wait for external validation, forgetting that the strongest belief must start within, or the belief must start within. When you repeat these words to yourself, you reprogram your mind to replace doubt with confidence and hesitation with action. Carrying this power forward means making belief a daily practice. It is not just about lifting others in moments of weakness, but also about reminding yourself in moments of uncertainty. When challenges appear, when failure knocks on the door, when fear whispers in your ear, these 4 words become your shield. They remind you that no obstacle is stronger than the will to rise. And as you carry this belief, you begin to radiate it outward. People notice the calmness in your voice, the steadiness in your actions, the confidence in your presence. You become the example that others are drawn to, not because of what you have, but because of the unshakable faith you hold for yourself and for them. That is when these words transform from a phrase into a way of living. The most beautiful part is how this legacy of belief continues to expand. Each time you tell someone, "I believe in you," you plant a seed of strength in them. Each time you say it to yourself, you plant a seed of resilience in your own heart. Over time, these seeds grow into forests of courage, shaping lives in ways you may never fully see. Carrying the power forward is not about a single moment. It is about choosing to live with conviction. And when you do, you create an energy that cannot be ignored, an attraction that cannot be resisted, and a life that cannot be forgotten.